Ms. Gonzalez. I'd like to welcome everyone to our meeting this evening. I want to thank the board for their attendance at the special meeting in regards to the master plan. It was very informative and exciting to see what lies ahead for us as a district. Item 1.3, approval of minutes, July 31st.
Second.
Yes. Mrs. Robles.
Aye.
Dr. Uxer.
Aye.
Ms. Solis.
Aye.
Mrs. Quintanilla. Dr. Graham.
Aye.
Mr. Haggerty.
Aye.
Mr. Fierro.
Congratulate the college for being selected one of the 10 finalists for the 2015 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. Outstanding work, Mr. President. As leader of this constituency organization, we've already been contacted by our president to showcase and share additional information with this review process. And you have our full support in sharing the great work we do, sir. My name's Dan Gaitan. I'm president of Professional Staff Association. I've been re-elected president of PSA for another 2 years. From 4 to 7 at Super Chef Party Room located at 1475 Dieter. This committee has been raising funds by selling candy and will use the profits of around $620 for door prizes and decorations. They'd like to thank everyone for their support. Our fundraising committee is chaired by Ms. Michelle Houston. PSA fundraising is to raise money for scholarship and to remain proactive and self-supporting as an organization. Initiatives include painting wine bottles that are lit up. We want to thank our EPCC athletic department for allowing us to use their display case, and it encouraged PSA to purchase our own, as you may now see in the main foyer, that it's out there for display. The PSA fundraising works hard for donations and has raised over $2,600 for scholarships this August. The PSA fundraising committee wants to thank everybody too for their support and hopes you
Your re-election. If you would send some information to Pam in regards to your fundraiser for the VIP cards,
Okay.
she can send it to the board, and I know I'll be happy to buy some, and I think the rest of the board would be happy to participate.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Serrata and esteemed members of the board, we all seem to be very happy today. I hope you don't get used to it.
We're happy every day.
No danger.
Anytime you're here, Dr. Ramirez, it's always a good day for us.
Oh, you are so kind. Equally, I'm sure.
It's not what he said before you walked in.
No, as you're walking in.
And I believe you, yes. Well, Mr. Gaitan stole some of my thunder, I must say, but it is also with great delight that the faculty have celebrated the news that EPCC has earned its place among the top 10 colleges considered for the Aspen Award this year. Thank you. We all know that we deserve this recognition, and we are convinced that we will also be recognized for what we are: the best place to start, the best place to finish, and indeed the very best of the best. We wish to thank Dr. Serrata and everyone who was involved in the application process which brought us to this point. It demonstrates your faith in our students, faculty, and staff who have dedicated themselves to the success of this institution. We also wish to thank the administration for its continuing support of the summer Spanish language program through the auspices of the Faculty Development Services. I have attended a variety of language training programs in several South American and European countries, and I can vouch for the fact that CPI in Costa Rica is one of the very, very best. Whether we were in a group studying the basics of vocabulary and the verb to be, or studying the idiosyncrasy from religion or the elimination thereof, citizens of the United States are free to practice whatever religion they choose in a country in which no particular religion is sponsored by the government nor financially supported by public funds. And that is simply the whole point. The event was attended by over 100 people, students, faculty, staff, and community members who expressed appreciation for the opportunity to better understand the topic. The forum would not have been offered had our president not underwritten the venue.
Item 1.8, Board of Trustee Business. Item 1.8.1, the Board will deliberate on amending its bylaws to include a provision restricting the use of electronic communications, including cellular phones or similar devices during board meetings.
Is there a motion?
I move that we accept.
Is there a second?
Second?
Pam, could you call the question?
Mrs. Robles.
Aye.
It's too late.
Dr. Uxer.
Aye.
That's good.
I wasn't really listening, and it went by without me realizing. Can we go back to it, or is it done?
Do you have a question?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I would like to ask a question about this. I don't see anything wrong with having your phone.
Blackboard, it is such a seamless, great tool. Now, if it could only help me with my grade, it'd be wonderful.
Emailing.
Thank you.
Did you do the work, though?
Yeah, that's an issue. Blackboard.
Item 1.9, Board Reports. Item 1.9.1, Treasurer's Report. There is none. Item 1.9.2, President's Report. Item 1.9.2.1, Dr. William Sarata, President, will update the Board of Trustees and audience on recent events transpiring at the college.
Chair, if you're members of the board, the cabinet, and all the audience members, I too congratulate the college as a whole on the selection as being one of the top 10 finalists for the Aspen Prize. This is truly a tribute to the long history of commitment to student success at this institution, long before I ever had the privilege of stepping foot on El Paso Community College campuses. So I do recognize the faculty, the staff, our administration, and the Board of Trustees for setting a vision, a laser focus on student success, setting that vision and the expectation that the college execute that vision. So this truly is a tribute to the college community, to everyone in the audience and everyone.
Blackboard, Inc. to host and support the EPCC Virtual College in the amount of $324,308.
Questions?
Mrs. Robles.
Aye.
Dr. Uxer.
Aye.
Ms. Solis. Aye. Mrs. Quintanilla.
Aye.
Dr. Graham.
Yes on 6.1, no on 6.2.
Mr. Haggerty.
Aye to both.
Mr. Fierro.
Aye.
Item 6.3.
Pam, I'd like to make a motion that we delete, as per administration, item 6.3, and it can be added on.
Dr. Graham.
Aye.
Mr. Haggerty.
Aye.
Mr. Fierro.
Aye. That was tough.
When you don't have any information, why you're
Item
doing it.
6.4, consideration and deliberation on the acceptance of a grant award from the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board under the Carl D. Perkins Basic Grant for Career and Technology Education Funding for fiscal year 2014-15 in the amount of $653,931.
Vote to approve 6.4, 6.5, and 6.6.
God.
Second.
Item 6.5, consideration and deliberation on the acceptance of a sub-grant award from Texas A&M University for fiscal years 2014 through 2016 in the amount of $222,159. Item 6.6, consideration and deliberation on the acceptance of a grant award from the Texas Workforce Commission for fiscal year 2014-15 in the amount of $70,822.
No questions?
Mrs. Robles,
Aye.
Dr. Uxer. Ms. Code, to deliberate on the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee as authorized by Section 551.074 of the Code, and to deliberate regarding college district security as authorized by Section 551.076 of the Code.
We might, I don't know.
Take them down.